And now it's time for another edition of Sit Down and Chat
with experts and professionals. I know. Hey, and welcome to Sit Down and Chat
with experts and professionals.
You know, we've just started our little show about 2 weeks ago, and this is our first run through. It's going pretty good, don't you think?
So far. It's a little bit rusty. We haven't actually ironed out all the details.
I know. Ironing is so much fun. I sometimes enjoy it when I watch movies. Like a movie I saw the other day. Beaches. God, what a sad movie. Hi, I'm Adam Ferguson, expert for Sit Down and Chat. You know, you may think, hey, what defines him as an expert? What does he think? You know, I mean.
Hello, I'm Mark Talley, professional.
We're just of that category, and we've given ourselves these titles. There's a reason we've given these titles to ourselves.
Yes, it's true. As a professional, I find it incredibly difficult to sustain one's aura. Do you know what I mean when I say aura? Because I don't even know what I mean. But that's the greatest thing about being a professional, really. Anything that you say is correct.
You know, I studied law and physics, and you know, I'm definitely an expert in those categories because I spent, you know, a year in the Sorbonne. It was such hilarious times, but at the same time, you know, I was thinking, I need to learn something else. So I've taken up cooking classes now, and I'm working up with Emerald. He's pretty funny.
He's a professional.
He is a professional. And I would like to one day be an expert at that. I'm not an expert at food, so we don't talk about that.
For a second, I thought you meant you were going to be an expert at being a professional, which was completely beyond me.
Well, professional experts' opinions would probably say that expert professionalism is not something that's. This was actually taken a picture of 2 weeks ago, and this Japanese Komodo dragon came through here, and. They took the Japanese art another step forward into learning the martial arts here. This young child here, this little, we like to call him dojo trainee. His name was Jacob Johnson, and he was really quite fascinated with martial arts. He was an expert, actually, black belt. You know, I'm also a 6th degree black belt in Aikido, and we actually faced off. 6th degree, yes, I know, I'm an expert in Aikido. And I remember facing off to young Jacob Johnson, and I pretty much just wiped the floor with him. I didn't let him up. I wiped the floor literally with him, and he sure does cry a lot.
That uniform must have been pretty dirty after you wiped the floor with him, I must say.
Yes, it was. It was very dirty. Oh, this is when we followed. Do you remember this? We were following the story about the Aniston ice cream truck.
Good Lord, he is himself the cancer that feeds upon every other thing to grow as huge as he possibly can.
You know, in the land with no eyes, the man with one eye is king. So, I mean, you know, in essence, sitting down and chatting with us is more valuable and more primitive than anything you could possibly feel within your heart. It's like better than a drug. We don't condone drug use at all. You know why? Because when you sit down and chat with an expert, it's like being on the most doped out heroin trip you've ever been on.
What it is really, it's what we don't condone is drug use, but what we do fully back is drug production and distribution.
Such as, you know, prescription drugs. I'll tell you what else we do condone heavily. I condone it with all my heart, is to watch, sit down and chat with experts.
And professionals. Real quick though, do you even know what condone means, Mr. Ferguson?
Yes, it's when they take Didn't they take Barabbas and Jesus, and didn't the Jews condemn Jesus to condone Jesus to crucifixion? Or was that condemn? Am I getting confused again?
Condone is a light chicken gravy served over rice pilaf. The light cooking sherry.
Well, it looks like we have a cooking expert here after all.
Cooking professional.
Cooking professional. Touche, touche.
There's a line in the sand, my friend. Professionals
I wish we were on
over
the sand.
here. Experts. Please go over there. No experts over here.
Experts are over here.